Michelle, have you ever walked into a party where everyone is speaking English and suddenly felt like your brain just unplugged itself from the wall?
Oh, you mean the mental blackout, where you know exactly how to say hello, but you forget your own middle name.
Yes, exactly. I was at a networking event last week. A guy approached me, smiled, and said, "Hey, how's it going?" And Michelle, I am not joking. I stared at him for 5 seconds like a statue. My heart was racing so fast I thought it was going to jump out of my chest and run to the exit.
5 seconds of silence feels like 5 hours when you're anxious. What did you eventually say?
I said yes. That's it. He asked, "How is it going?" And I answered, "Yes." He looked so confused, and I just wanted the floor to open up and swallow me.
The yes trap. We've all been there, Jack. It's not that you don't know the English, it's that your social anxiety is wearing an English invisibility cloak. It makes your skills disappear right when you need them.
An invisibility cloak. That is exactly how it feels. It's frustrating because when I'm alone in my car, I speak like a movie star. But in public, I'm a broken robot.
Well, if that feeling of freezing up sounds familiar to our listeners, you are in the right place today. This is the conversation that will change everything.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today, I am here with Michelle, and today we are going to talk about how to overcome social anxiety in English.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
So, Michelle, let's look at the psychology of this. Why do we become different people when we speak our second language? I'm confident in my native language, but in English, I feel like a child.
It's called the ego gap, Jack. When we speak our first language, we have a protective armor of humor, nuance, and speed. We know we sound smart. But when we switch to English, that armor falls off.
The armor falls off. So we feel naked?
Socially naked, yes. We are terrified that people will judge us not just for our English, but for our intelligence. We think, if I make a grammar mistake, they will think I'm stupid.
That is the core of it. I'm a 35-year-old manager, but when I say I goes to the store instead of I go, I feel like I have the brain of a 5-year-old. It's a blow to the ego.
Exactly. And this leads to something psychologists called the spotlight effect.
The spotlight effect? Like on a theater stage?
Precisely. You feel like there is a giant bright light shining only on you, and every native speaker is holding a magnifying glass waiting for you to make a mistake.
But in reality, they don't actually care that much, do they?
They don't care at all. Think about it. When a foreigner speaks your native language and makes a small mistake, do you think, oh, how pathetic?
No, of course not. I think, wow, cool. They are trying to learn my language. I actually respect them for it.
Right. But your anxiety tells you a lie. It tells you that the whole world is a judge and you are on trial. This lie creates mental friction.
Mental friction. I love that term. It's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on.
Yes, your brain is working so hard to translate and check for mistakes and worry about judgment all at the same time. No wonder you freeze. There's no processing power left for the actual conversation.
So, how do we release the handbrake? How do we stop the spotlight effect before it paralyzes us?
The first step is what I call strategic imperfection.
Strategic imperfection. That sounds like I'm planning to fail.
In a way, yes. You have to give yourself permission to be a B-grade version of yourself for a while. You have to accept that for the next 6 months, you will be the guy who makes mistakes.
That is so hard for perfectionists. I want to be the A-grade Jack immediately.
Perfectionism is the biggest enemy of fluency. Perfectionism says, don't speak until it's perfect. But the only way to get to perfect is by speaking imperfectly for a long time.
It's a paradox. I have to sound bad to eventually sound good.
Exactly. You have to lower the stakes. I always tell my students, your goal isn't to be a great speaker. Your goal is to be an effective communicator.
What's the difference?
A great speaker worries about grammar and accent. An effective communicator only cares if the other person understood the message. If I say, me want coffee, and I get a coffee, guess what? I won.
I love that. I won. The mission is accomplished.
Precisely. Communication is a tool, not an exam. But Jack, I know you have a few tricks for when the panic starts. What do you do when your heart starts racing?
Well, I use the 3-second rule.
Tell me about that.
When someone asks me a question, my instinct is to answer in zero point 0.1 seconds because I don't want the silence to be awkward. But that rush makes me panic.
So you force yourself to wait.
Yes, I count to 3 in my head. 1, 2, 3. During those 3 seconds, I take a breath. It tells my brain, we are not in danger. There is no tiger in the room. It's just a question.
That is a brilliant physiological hack. Silence isn't your enemy, it's your preparation time.
And often, the other person doesn't even notice the 3 seconds. They just think I'm being thoughtful.
Thoughtful instead of anxious. That's a huge reframe.
Before we move on to the next part of our deep discussion, I want to check in with our community.
Yes, we have a very important question for you today.
Think about a time when you felt social anxiety in English. What was the situation? Was it a job interview? A date? Talking to a cashier?
Write your story in the comments. We want to know how it felt and what you did.
And also, tell us, what is the one English word that you always forget when you're nervous? For me, it's always the word colleague. My brain just deletes it.
We are reading all your comments. It helps to know that we are not alone in this.
And if you're finding this conversation helpful and it's giving you the courage to speak, please give us a like and subscribe. It really supports the channel.
You know, Jack, what you said about being thoughtful instead of anxious leads perfectly into my favorite psychological trick for English learners.
Oh, is it another rule with a number? I love those.
Not this time. It's called the avatar method.
The avatar method? Like the blue people in the movie or the cartoon?
Actually, it's about creating a separate personality for your English self.
That sounds a bit like having a split personality, Michelle. Is that safe?
It's very safe, and actually many famous people do it. Think about it. When you speak English, your voice often sounds different. Your gestures change. Even your sense of humor might be different.
That is so true. I feel like English Jack is much more polite and serious than native Jack, who is always joking.
Exactly. The problem with social anxiety is that we feel like we're failing. If I make a mistake, Michelle is stupid. But with the avatar method, you create a character.
So I'm not Jack anymore. I'm an actor playing the role of Jack the English speaker.
Precisely. If the character makes a mistake, who cares? It's just the character. It creates a buffer zone between your ego and the language.
A buffer zone. I like that. It's like a shield. If I say something wrong, it hits the shield, not my heart.
Exactly. You can even give your English avatar a specific vibe. Maybe your avatar is confident businessman or chilled out traveler. When you step into a social situation, you put on that character.
I'm gonna try that. Tomorrow at work, I'm not Jack who is scared of the boss. I'm Jack the professional consultant.
I love it. And what does Jack the professional consultant do when he doesn't understand a word?
He doesn't panic. He calmly asks for clarification.
Right, because he's a professional. He knows that clear communication is better than pretending to understand.
This actually leads to something I wanted to ask you about, Michelle. Safe harbor phrases.
Safe harbors. That is such a comforting image.
A harbor is where ships go when the sea is too rough, right?
Yes, in a conversation, a safe harbor is a phrase you have memorized perfectly that you can say it even if your brain is 99% frozen.
I need those. I need a whole collection of anchors to keep me from drifting away in a panic.
Let's give our listeners 3 essential safe harbors. Number 1 is for when the other person is talking too fast and you feel the wave of anxiety coming.
Let me guess. Please speak slow?
No, we want to sound natural and confident, remember? Use this. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that last part. Could you say it one more time?
I didn't quite catch that last part. That sounds so smooth. It doesn't sound like I don't know English. It sounds like the connection was bad or I was just thinking about something else.
Exactly. You are blaming the situation, not your ability.
Safe harbor number 2.
This one is for when you are talking and you forget a word. This is the moment when most people freeze and look at the ceiling.
Guilty. I look at the ceiling like the word is written up there in the lights.
Instead of looking at the ceiling, use this. I'm having a bit of a brain fog today. What's the word I'm looking for?
Brain fog. I love that. Every native speaker understands brain fog. It happens to them too.
Exactly. You're being human. You're inviting the other person to help you find the word. You've turned a failure into a collaboration.
That is a massive shift in mindset. I'm not a student being tested. We are two people solving a puzzle together.
That is the secret to everything, Jack. And the third safe harbor is for when you need to end a conversation because your social battery is at 0% and you need to escape.
The emergency exit phrase.
Yes. Don't just walk away. Say, it was great chatting with you, but I should probably head off and get some things done. Have a good one.
I should probably head off. It sounds so casual. It sounds like I have a very busy, interesting life to get back to.
Right. Even if you're just going home to sit in a dark room and breathe, they don't need to know that.
I've definitely done that.
We all have. But Jack, there's one more thing that creates social anxiety, the native speaker perfection myth.
Oh, the idea that native speakers never make mistakes?
Yes, people think that if they listen to a native, they will hear perfect grammar 100% of the time.
But they don't. I've heard you say and change your sentences in the middle like 10 times today.
Exactly. Real English is messy. It's full of filler words, false starts, and mistakes. Native speakers edit themselves while they talk.
So when I do it, I shouldn't feel bad?
You should feel more like a native speaker when you do it. If you speak perfectly like a textbook, you actually sound less natural.
This is so liberating. I'm allowed to be messy. I'm allowed to have brain fog. I'm allowed to have an avatar.
You are allowed to be a beginner. Everyone was a beginner once, even the people you were afraid of talking to.
You know, Michelle, I feel like my anxiety is dropping just by talking about it.
That's the power of naming. When you name the fear, when you say, I am feeling social anxiety, the fear loses its power over you.
It's no longer a scary monster in the dark. It's just a feeling in my body that I can manage.
Precisely. Now, Mr. Jack, I think we have given our listeners a lot of psychological tools.
I agree, but I think they're waiting for the most important part of our Master Real English mission.
The word tour.
Yes, let's take these big feelings and turn them into powerful vocabulary.
Are you ready to slow down and look at the 6 strongest words from today's episode?
I am ready. Let's start the word tour.
Welcome, everyone, to today's word tour. This is where we slow down and give you the actual tools to talk about your feelings and your progress.
I love this part. We have chosen 6 words that are absolutely essential for a B2 level speaker to master if they want to master real English.
These aren't just vocabulary words, they are mindset words. Let's start with the first one, which is the heart of today's topic, anxious.
Anxious. A-N-X-I-O-U-S. It means feeling worried, nervous, or uneasy about something with an uncertain outcome.
Say it slowly with us. Anxious.
Anxious.
Notice that the X sounds a bit like a KS followed by a sh sound. Anxious.
A basic sentence would be, I feel bad when I speak.
But a master real English sentence is, I feel anxious when I have to speak English in large groups.
Exactly. It describes a specific feeling. Let's make it a mini conversation.
Are you ready for your presentation tomorrow?
Honestly, I'm feeling a bit anxious about the Q&A session at the end.
That is very natural. Instead of saying, I'm nervous, try saying, I'm feeling anxious.
Word number 2 describes that frozen statue feeling I had at the party. Paralyzed.
Paralyzed. P-A-R-A-L-Y-S-E-D. Literally, it means unable to move, but in social situations, it means being unable to act or speak because of fear.
Say it slowly with us. Paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
The stress is on the first part. Paralyzed.
I can't talk is a simple way to say this.
But a professional way is, I was so nervous that I felt completely paralyzed during the meeting.
It's a very powerful word. Let's do a mini conversation.
Why didn't you say anything when the boss asked for opinions?
I had a good idea, but I felt paralyzed by the pressure of everyone looking at me.
We have all been there. So instead of I stopped moving, say I felt paralyzed.
Our third word is your best friend in a meeting, clarification.
Clarification. C-L-A-R-I-F-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. It means the act of making something less confused and more easy to understand.
Say it slowly with us. Clarification.
Clarification. It's a long one, 5 syllables.
I don't understand is okay, but it sounds a bit weak.
I need some clarification on that point. Sounds like you are a smart person who wants to be 100% sure.
Exactly. Let's make it real.
So we need to finalize the framework by Tuesday. Any questions?
Could I get some clarification on who is responsible for the final signature?
Great question. See? Clarification makes you sound focused.
Word number 4 is an adjective that describes why we get scared. Intimidating.
Intimidating. I-N-T-I-M-I-D-A-T-I-N-G. It describes something that makes you feel small, nervous, or frightened.
Say it slowly with us. Intimidating.
Intimidating.
He is a scary speaker is basic.
His speaking style is quite intimidating is advanced English.
Let's do a mini conversation.
Do you want to join the debate club with me?
No way. All those expert speakers are too intimidating for me right now.
I understand. So instead of scary, use intimidating.
Word number 5 is the feeling we want you to have. Liberating.
Liberating. L-I-B-E-R-A-T-I-N-G. It means providing a sense of freedom from limits or old habits.
Say it slowly with us. Lib-air-ating.
Lib-air-ating.
I feel good now. It's fine.
But realizing that mistakes are okay was so liberating is a beautiful, deep sentence.
It really is. Mini conversation time.
How do you feel now that you've started using the avatar method?
It's so liberating. I don't care about my mistakes as much as I used to.
That is the goal. Instead of feeling free, say it is liberating.
And our final concept is the one I use every day. Brain fog.
Brain fog. 2 words. It's that feeling when your mind is cloudy and you can't think clearly or find your words.
Say it slowly with us. Brain fog.
Brain fog.
You can say, I forgot everything.
Or you can say, sorry, I'm having a bit of brain fog this morning.
It's the perfect excuse. Let's make it a mini conversation.
Jack, what was the name of that client we met yesterday?
Oh man, I'm having some serious brain fog. It starts with an M. Let me check my notes.
We all have brain fog sometimes.
So today's 6 powerful master English words are anxious, paralyzed, clarification, intimidating, liberating, and brain fog.
These words will help you name your feelings and take control of your conversations.
And now, Jack, it's time for the ultimate test, the role play.
Oh boy, I'm putting on my avatar. I am Jack, the professional consultant.
I love it. I will be a very busy, slightly intimidating native speaker at a business conference. You have to use the 3-second rule and a safe harbor phrase. Action.
Hello there. My name is Jack. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Jack. Busy event, right? We're looking for someone to handle our international logistics framework by next quarter. Do you think your firm has the bandwidth for a high-velocity rollout in the European market?
That is an interesting question. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch the part about the quarter. Could you say that one more time?
Oh, sure. I was asking if you can start the project by next quarter, so in the next 3 months.
Ah, thank you for the clarification. Yes, we certainly have the capacity for that. I'm having a bit of brain fog with the technical terms today, but our team is very experienced in Europe.
No worries, Jack. Technical terms are a nightmare for everyone. Let's grab a coffee and talk more.
I'd love to.
Jack, that was perfect.
You know what? You didn't think I was stupid. You actually became nicer when I asked for help.
Exactly. People want to connect, not to judge. When you are brave enough to be human, the anxiety disappears.
This has been such a liberating conversation for me, Michelle.
For me too, Jack. I think we helped a lot of people today.
I hope so. To our listeners, remember, social anxiety is just a feeling, not a fact. You are smarter than your fear.
Don't let your English invisibility cloak hide your great ideas. Put on your avatar, take your 3 seconds, and speak up.
We believe in you.
Before we go, don't forget our challenge. Tell us your social anxiety story in the comments. We want to support you.
And if this episode gave you a bit of courage today, please hit the like button and subscribe to English Flow.
It helps us keep this safe harbor open for everyone.
Take care of your English and take care of your courage.
This is Michelle.
And this is Jack. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.